It seems wild parsnip is growing everywhere. Dr. Apple Bodemer with UW Health joins us now to talk more about this plant. So why should we care about wild parsnip?
Well, the problem with this plant is that its sap contains furocumarins, which, when exposed to UV radiation from the sun, causes a toxic reaction that will damage the skin. It can range from a mild sunburn-like reaction to something more significant with pain and blisters.
Ooh.
Yeah, the sap is present in the leaves, the stem, and the fruit, and these parts of the plant need to be damaged in order for that sap to be exposed.
Okay, now how do we even know what wild parsnip looks like?
Yeah, it's a really tall plant. It's it'll green up early in the spring, and it can be anywhere from 2 to 5 feet. It's got a very thick, fibrous stem, but the best way to identify it is by this broad, umbrella-shaped cluster of yellowish, greenish flowers.
Okay, now how does the reaction to wild parsnip show up if you've been exposed to it?
So it'll initially show up as just some redness within the first day or so, and that'll progress to painful blisters, and they last about a couple to several days and then go away on their own. It's not uncommon to see purplish or brownish discoloration after the blister's resolved that can last anywhere from several months to a couple years.
Oh, wow. So how does someone know that, they might see this redness and think, oh, maybe this is poison ivy, because I'm guessing it grows in some of the similar places?
Well, it tends to be more of a tall plant, whereas poison ivy is a vine and will grow more in the woods. And wild parsnip really loves sunny areas. So you're going to find it at the edge of the woods, in fields and prairies, and especially along roadsides where there's just a lot of sun. So that's one thing. The major differences between these, like you said, the rash does look identical. The poison ivy is an allergic reaction that requires a person's immune system to get activated to proteins in the sap, whereas wild parsnip is a toxic reaction, so anybody that comes in contact with a broken plant will have a reaction. The other big difference is with wild parsnip, it's more painful than itchy, and poison ivy is really characterized by intense itching. Wild parsnip will blister up the same way that poison ivy will, but it goes away quicker on its own, lasting a couple to several days, whereas poison ivy will last for 3 or 4 weeks.
Right, right. Now, how can you go about treating it if you do get exposed to wild parsnip?
Now, the first thing you'll want to do is make sure you wash that sap off of your skin. You want to use gentle cleansers and a gentle motion with your fingertips. You don't want to use anything really abrasive. Scrubbing it is only going to damage the skin more. Once the rash has set in, using things like thick ointments or creams, baking soda pastes or baths, oatmeal pastes or baths, calamine lotion, some hydrocortisone can also be helpful. Dombrose or Burrows solution will help dry up those weeping blisters. And then finally, if you're having a hard time getting sleep, Benadryl is a sedating antihistamine. It won't do a whole lot for the pain or the blisters, but it'll help you get some sleep if you need it.
Absolutely. Any point in time where they should seek professional medical care?
If you have a really vigorous response that involves a lot of skin area or anything that's really interfering with your daily activities, you should check with your primary doctor. You might need a short course of oral prednisone.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much for educating us on this.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to hand it on over to AJ now.